welcome back to Dad and Diesel.
Me.
Hello, Holly. Holly's back. It's the new year. It's January 1, 2025. 2024 was, it's like we went to a theme park for the year and rode a bunch of roller coasters because it was up and down. Lots of twists and turns and surprises in 2024. To be honest, about a month ago, I didn't know if you'd ever see Holly sitting next to me again on these videos, but here she is.
I said we would still come on.
Yeah. She's had quite a journey, too. I mean, we all have. What is today?
9 months of sobriety.
9 months of sobriety, yes. Those who follow us know that we talk about our family's issues with mental health, finances, life,
mental disorders,
addictions.
Mostly.
Holly had an addiction to alcohol, and she's been 9 months alcohol free, and I'm sure it's not been easy. I can't speak for her.
No, it hasn't, especially struggling between the addiction wasn't so much hard to give up. It was doing it with the trauma, facing the trauma and the mental disorders and
trauma of the past and stuff.
Yeah, doing all of that sober has not been easy.
Yeah, I think Tom McDonald has a very good song that I think about quite a bit, and it's called Castles, and it talks about that, looking at somebody and you only see what the story you see, kind of like the guy on the street that's homeless.
I think I actually have that on my playlist.
But then you got to know the story behind on why that guy is sitting on that corner in a wheelchair, homeless. Sometimes it's of people's own doing, but most of the time there's a story behind that and reasons why they're there, the reasons why they hurt and go through pains and addictions and anger issues and stuff. So sometimes diving into those deeper, darker inside secrets that people have helps them fix those issues. And it's going to be a journey every day of her life, every day of someone else's life that has to go through that. It's never going to be over.
I recommend doing it with a therapist. I see a licensed trauma therapist every week, and we face my trauma together.
Yeah. And, we don't talk about which kids, but we have kids that have issues, and they also see specialists, and they help. And I can tell when the kids don't do their meds or do their meetings, and it changes the kids.
It's a daily struggle. Yeah. It really is. But, we get through it.
Yeah. All right, today what we're going to do is Dax, from a man's perspective.
I love Dax.
Yes, we love Dax. His songs hit hard, and his most recent songs all seem very personal to him. Like, it's a personal struggle that he can relate to, and those songs people can relate to. Right. And one thing he talks about that's not popular is the man's side of things. We worry about women and their abuse and what they've been through and what their struggles are, but a lot of times the guys' issue gets kind of pushed to the side because we do worry about our moms, our daughters, our sisters a lot, and we try to take care of them. And sometimes Dax points out some of the things that we ignore on the man's side. And it's not a popular thing to do because you don't see artists making songs about a man hurting, his struggles and crying and stuff. They'll talk about country songs. They'll talk about, my girl left me, I got drunk, and stuff like that. I'm not making fun of country because I love country. But you know what I'm saying.
I love all kinds of music.
Yes, we do in this house. We listen to hip-hop, rock, rap. She tends to not like the screamo music, but I do. I like it. But anyway, I could talk forever.
And you will.
And I'm excited that I got Holly next to me today doing this reaction. It's been a while. We'll just get to this because I've been talking way too much. You've probably either clicked off or fast forward to it. So hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell, ding dong, bang bang, whatever it is. Come on, man, let's just do this. And we get the circle. I hate this circle. It's the circle. From a man's perspective. I just wanna be with you tonight.
big deal about it. Stop acting like a bitch.
You don't call somebody out of the name like that if you don't respect them. Don't start approaching me. I already told you. Don't start approaching me. Then I'll leave then. Then I'll leave. Then I'll leave then.
It's been kind of, in society we have double standards. Men can be sluts and women can't. Women can say this, men can't do that. We have double standards for males and females. It's not right, but that's the way society is. And one thing is about, I think, and Dax has touched on this before, is the treatment of women towards men is a double standard. Because a guy, if I were to sit there and yell at you that way, society would hate me so much. But yet, when women do it in movies and stuff, it's kind of just, I don't know. It's treated different.
I don't know. I've never treated it different.
Yeah.
It's still ugly.
Yeah, it is. It's just, normally when a woman does it, she's not called a verbal abuser or anything like that. She's just called...
Those women are called man-eaters.
Oh, I haven't heard that term in a long time. There was a song.
Those women are called too masculine.
Whoa, whoa, here she comes. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. That song, that's Man-Eater.
I know that song.
Just anyway. All right, back to the song.
Thought we were forever, that was a mistake. You wrote it down in pencil, guess it got erased. Drawn on my weakness, look what you create. A masterpiece of everything you taught yourself to hate. I had to log off, your passwords changed. You always tried to run, I wasn't down to chase. Your trauma made you numb, I tried to give you faith. You took my kindness and threw it right back in my face. Ashamed to say I loved you and it hurts me cause I actually tried. Your truth was based off of lies. Your love was conditional and mine forgave you multiple times. That's why I had to finally walk away. It hurt me to leave but was killing me to stay. The story of my life, this chapter and page is getting ripped out and thrown in emotional flames. To be honest, I don't hate you, this is my only way to grieve. What you want isn't always what you need. I remember days I'd beg and I'd plead for you to just calm down and provide me with peace. Your words used to hurt me, they would bring me to my knees. Called me pathetic, trash, weak. So I got strong, got back on my feet, picked you up off the sidewalk, threw you back to the streets. I don't wanna...
Alright, so I think these lines are all worthy of talking about, but we can't just do... we can't break down every single line in a song. Like right here where he talks about look what you create. Where is it? It's not going back, but talking about creating the person the thing that you hate.
I'll start with the first line where he's like, you wrote it down, but I guess it got erased.
Oh, yeah. What do you think he meant by that?
Like you said, this was forever.
Yeah. Yeah, people use that. People just throw that word around.
Yeah, all the time.
Like it's nothing.
You know, I see those signs that, because we live in a conservative community, and we have a lot of, my kids call them pilgrims, but they're not pilgrims, Mennonites.
Yeah, we have a lot of Mennonites and Amish.
Yeah, they got the signs that are out by the door, or out by the road, and like, marriage is a bond till death. God will judge those adulterers, and those signs really hit me. They really do. Like, I drive by this every day, and I'm like, am I doing something wrong?
Yeah, I tend to tell people, don't say forever unless you mean it. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like, don't say I love you unless you really mean it, because people throw those two words around so much.
I mean, we were just reading that in the Bible in church when we were going through it. We're like, when they were talking about love, don't be quick to love.
Yeah.
It's in the Bible, because love is such an important thing.
It's just used.
It's not to be it's not to be tangled with.
That's why, like in the beginning, we said, I like you.
Yeah.
I like you too. But I do think those two words are the most misused and thrown around words in relationships nowadays. Is I'll love you forever and love and forever.
But you can see in the video that she, like, even she's going through something when she's saying it, and he walks out, she feels upset, and instantly I could see the regret on her face that she pushed him out. It's like a push. It's toxic.
Yeah.
I've been there.
It's a circle, you know. The woman hurts. She pushes the guy away or builds a wall. Well, then he hurts. He builds a wall, pushes away.
Actually, all that was reversed in my marriage. Like, exactly reversed.
Yeah.
For 15 years.
Let's see. Your love was conditional in mine. Let's see. Now, sometimes you just have to walk away. I'm just trying to get us back where we was at. He says, I remember the days I'd beg and plead for you to stop and give me peace. I don't think he actually said, please stop. I think in his mind.
Dude, like, I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Because this song can go either way. It could be about a man's perspective or a woman. I think we go through the same struggles. It's just the man's struggle tends to be muffled or not listened to as much as a woman's.
I guess it depends on the relationship. My ex-husband used to say the power lies with the one who cares the least.
I'm talking about like in society's eyes, it's double standards. Because society, like I said, has that double standard. All right. The times that I cried. All right, we'll start from right here.
To hurt me, they would bring me to my knees. Called me pathetic, trash, weak. So I got strong, got back on my feet, picked you up off the sidewalk, threw you back to the streets. I don't wanna talk about those times that you lied. Don't wanna talk about those times that I cried. Don't wanna talk about those times you denied all the truths that I spewed that I knew deep inside. The pressure I was feeling that was right up to my neck. The anxiety, depression that was weighing on my chest. The constant allegations, the blatant disrespect. The time that I lost or the money that I spent. I was going crazy, I was a shell of a man. Trapped in your cage, lost in your maze. Blinded by love, addicted to the pain. The highs and the lows, the storm and the rain. I started therapy to cope because you drove me.
Yeah, because you do get used to it.
Yeah.
And you people kind of crave that.
The chaos.
Because you get used to it and it becomes your norm.
Right.
And like you said, let's see. I don't know how I keep losing where I'm at.
Sometimes I feel like her when I'm talking to my kids.
I'm doing greater, that I'm happy, or I got another woman in your place because I gave you too many chances to understand that pain sounds different when it's coming from a man. We not allowed to feel, be real, explain, express, and when we do, we lose the upper hand.
We're called names, or called weak, or called pussy, or they make fun of our manhood or our manliness. Not saying anybody's.
That is true.
Does, but
I'll give you that.
But a majority of women, that's what they do. They started making that personal attack, especially if you show your moment of weakness, because you're not allowed to hurt. If a man cries, he's not a man in a lot of people's eyes, and makes him weak. And so men tend to hold it back a lot. And sometimes we can't, and it just comes out, and we're full. We're full, and it has to come out. I feel bad when it does come out.
You shouldn't.
Only have value based on what we can provide. I spoke your love language, you didn't understand mine. You pushed me to the edge, played like you were blind, and then you blamed all of your actions on your zodiac sign. Never again.
It gives me chills.
How many times have any of us said never again? And we did. All the time. Whether it's in relationships, work, kids, or bills, or watching. If someone, I've heard guys tell me, never again am I watching porn again. I watch it too much. It's ruining my life. It's ruining my relationship. And they go back to it.
Look at that intimidating look on her face. I'm sorry.
You're looking at her, huh?
Yeah, you paused it right there. Like, it's just like she's challenging him in his time of pain. the way she's just walking up to him just gives me chills. And he's backing down, backing up, but not backing down at the same time. It's, ugh.
Oh, and I think some
Rewind
women...
that part. Let me say that again.
I think some women know they can push it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because the guy can't do nothing.
Oh.
And if they know a guy won't do nothing, they push it even further.
Oh, that is so horrible.
Play like you were blind and then you blame all of your actions on your zodiac sign. Never again.
That is just something. You could feel everything.
And he's kind of got it made every time I got single and had to move, I moved in some crappy place.
Yeah, me too.
He's got a nice big house there he moved into, but...
Well, he's Dax, first off.
Yeah, he's
This is
Dax.
just for the sake of the video. Every time I leave with nothing. Because I've given them so many chances that by the time I leave, it's long overdue.
How many, what you would call real relationships, have you been in and left, or been left?
2. I'm the one that left, but only 2. One was 15 years, so.
Yeah.
And then the other one was my first love.
Nobody after
Nope.
you've left and was really in a tight relationship with and had to break up?
No, nobody that I thought was going to be permanent. And
Well, I'm not saying you thought it was permanent. It was a
No.
relationship that you were pretty serious. It lasted a little bit. You lived together. How many total have you been in?
3.
3.
And then you.
Me, 4.
1 after Brian.
All right. I've been in, I bet at least 9 or 10. And I've never left anybody. I've been the one left every time. And so I have the PTSD, relationship PTSD. So I have work PTSD, but relationship PTSD also. And I know you can see it sometimes in me.
Oh, yeah.
It affects me.
It affects me too.
I get that anxiety. I get that panic. I start trying to read into things because I think, here it comes, here it
Your
comes.
past is
here it
coming
comes.
back.
Yeah. And so it really affects you. And you don't ever get over it.
Yeah, you do. You just gotta seek actively.
You learn how to cope. You learn how to cope with it.
See, in my therapy, I'm learning that the bad things that happen to me don't have to keep happening to me.
Right.
I have to make different decisions that create different patterns, create different outcomes for my life.
Yeah. It is
Right?
true.
That's what therapy is doing for me. I'm learning how to change myself, my behavior, by identifying what triggers me to be like this and make these decisions in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So I can identify them and preemptive strike them.
Would you say one of the decisions, which is a cause or an effect of your past, is wanting to run, maybe? Is that part of it?
No.
No? Put up walls?
I put up walls, yeah.
Yeah.
That part.
We could have a whole podcast on stuff like this.
I'm not really sure when I hash out my trauma on the internet.
Holly actually thought about a podcast at one time, but right now it's best that she keeps kind of all that to the therapist, right? But maybe one day she'll be able to get on and just help people by talking. I tried a podcast on here for corrections. It didn't go well. So, all right. Well, let us know what you thought of Dax's song from a man's perspective. Let me know.
I don't think a podcast for my mental health would go very well either.
It would. It would. Let us know if there's something you want us to watch together. This is something that we're just working on and seeing what's going on.
I love Dax.
Yeah. Dax
Happy
is
New
awesome.
Year, guys.
Happy New Year. Thanks for joining us today. Leave a comment. Give us suggestions. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Send us mail at our P.O. box, all that stuff. So come on back again, man. Come on.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are